Well, I didn't mean to hit record, but it took it as that. I'm literally still trying to adjust the angle here because it just doesn't. Something feels off today, you guys. If you're new, hi. My name is Maria and I'm the trigger warning. If you're returning, guys, something feels off. It's just something's not quite sitting right. So I guess let's find out what that is, because that's the strongest energy right now. There's something off with my camera today. I don't know. It just doesn't. Interesting. It's what I'm looking at. Even my table, like. Okay, yeah, we've got the feeling. Why is this the dominant energy right now? What's going on? You might be getting forced to like look at something right now. Okay, so all right, earth signs, this is for you, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. You can still watch even if you're not, but absolutely, if you are a sun, moon, rising, or Venus, or have it heavily placed in your chart, like me, I have 16 air placements. Okay, but this is for my earth signs. Okay, so Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. You know what? It makes sense because there was all that Aries stuff going on, right? And now a lot of that energy has moved into was it Virgo or Taurus? Can't remember. There are some pretty big shifts going on astrologically for earth signs. So I don't know, let's see. Oh, maybe you need grounding, guys. For those of you that this reading's going to resonate, now's not the right time. Yeah, see, I was feeling it's like and you know this, but it's okay. I feel like some of you might want to cry or get angry or feel frustrated or just overwhelmed because it's not time. But it's not time because there's something more that needs to be revealed to you first, okay? That's you. Current message. Thank you. Give it time. No, give it time. Earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, babies, all of you. Now's not the time, okay? There's a bee knows when a flower is ready to be harvested of its pollen, right? So does a butterfly and all of the other pollinators. They know when it's time, and they don't go and, pick at and climb all over those plants until it is time. They fly around scoping things out, basically setting up their charts and their diagrams, right? Their adorable little brains, plotting their map of what plants are at what stages of flowering where, okay? And then they know when to go back to those, and they keep updating that, all right? So there's something that's updating right now. Let's see what's the updating. Thank you. Your health issues could arise, so there's something you need to take care of, okay? I will say, guys, I will share how it can be something that affects your health can affect your health even more if you try to reason your way, or I don't want to say excuse your way, because I don't want to say it's like it's not something that you're necessarily doing on purpose, but because it feels like you have all the logic and reason with it, which makes sense. You're earth signs, you're more practical. Even when you're not, you're still more practical than most, right? It's earth sign energy. We're meant to be more like anchors, more like grounds. Okay. There could be something with that for some of you, all right? Maybe ley lines, grid work. Yeah. Now with your health issues, this could literally be that maybe you're just realizing, maybe you're actually going to be realizing the state of your health. There's something about that. And I'm being called to share mine, right? Like, I've said it before in past videos, like my inner monologue with myself is the one thing that I've had to work on the most, because it was just so toxic and so negative, driven by so many, just programs that had been on autopilot for decades and shit, man. And it's, and I say decades because I was working on some of these patterns for decades, right? And it's because sometimes you can't close a cycle if it's not time. Okay. And I was really frustrated because the health card came up for me a while back. Okay. And but I knew I was it stressed me even more, which obviously aggravated everything I was experiencing, because I couldn't afford in this reality to do what needed to be done. And I thought it was like my own lack mentality, but no, it turned out it wasn't that. It's literally just how four horsemen, okay? The four horsemen, they have been unleashed for a very long time. So long that they are all constantly right up in our faces, and we just see it as normal. And so that allowed me to release the guilt and the shame that I felt for not being able to afford organic food, for not being able to afford, any of the things. Because for me, it was dealing with finances, very, very specifically tied to that. Okay. And it was affecting my health a lot more than I had realized. When I started focusing on that more, and like, I was still mad and upset, right? Because I wanted the gym membership, but I didn't want the shiesty ass gym membership to the place where people go and they're not fucking focused. They're not legit working. They're on their phones. They're flexing. They're, which is fine. It's fine. I totally get it. You want to see your progress and stuff. But when 80% of your workout is you in a goddamn mirror flexing, you've got a fucking vanity issue, my dude. Like, for real. Okay? The majority of your time needs to be spent tapped into your body, feeling that blood flow, right? Feeling your muscles, seeing how tight or loose they're feeling, all of those things. And everybody should be able to afford to be in the environment that is the most conducive for their health, both all encompassing, mental, emotionally, and physically. Okay? Which does what? Brings unison to the spirit. Which does what? Stills all the others. The mind, the body, the emotional body. It stills all of them. And then you feel like you're floating and just observing things, observing people, and you stop the stress decreases so much. And do not be surprised if you feel really tired. Don't be hard on yourself on that, because if this is resonating with you so far, you're bringing your body out of, it feels like a really deep level of, which is that one? The fight, flight, fawn response. That's like, what system is that? Oh, guys, I can't remember the scientific term right now. Okay, maybe you guys aren't allowing yourself enough rest. Listen, whatever it is with your health, you know what it is. For me, it was that I knew everything. Guys, I fucking chicken shit my own way. Like I fucking self-sabotage myself out of taking the NASM exam, right? The which was the not the NASM, the state exam for being a personal trainer. And then I ended up gaining back all the weight and think it was a very dark time, very, very dark time. So much shit happened. It was like boom, 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 boom. Okay. So if that resonates with you as well, then just know, this too shall pass. And again, give it time. It's like, trees, they don't go inside like we do when a storm goes through, right? Their energy, their frequency, their power, it shifts more to the roots for security, and it gains a level of flexibility, okay, to move and to sway in the winds, and even releasing branches that need to be released, and then you'll see that the branch will grow even thicker, okay? So what that showed me, my personal experience, was that I knew my comeback would be it would just be 10 times easier, because the last time I did it, I was super restricted. I was super mean to myself with my inner dialogue, monologue, whatever it would be, or whatever. And now I know I am still, you guys, I am still in the process of reprogramming that. So I'm okay with not being summer ready or whatever other bullshit people jump for that want. It's all just like pushing instant gratification, right? Because again, four horsemen have been running rampant for generations, okay? Yeah, did you feel that? Well, did not feel it. You guys couldn't feel it. I did, but did you hear it? It was a burp. The processing. Okay, there's stuff you're processing right now. Maybe, okay, so for some of you, maybe going to speak to somebody might be helpful, okay? Or maybe a life coach if it's, because, for some people, the stressor is just, what do I do next? What goes from here? And a lot of life coaches, a lot of people who really excel at it, they're people who are very strategic, very analytical, and they're really good at, also usually the good ones at pattern recognition, and so they can see the way things that will connect better for you with your life, given who you are, for you to achieve the goal that you want. It's like they're helping you think, right? They help you process. So maybe some of you guys need that, all right? If you're called to go to a doctor, I always recommend everybody should go once a year to have your lab work done, have all of your hormone levels checked, have everything checked, everything. And you've got to research what that really means, because most doctors won't do it or even talk about it because insurances won't cover it, because they only want what they're guaranteed to get paid for, the most for, right? Which is a damn shame, which is why I tell y'all, there are people everywhere in every line of work who don't belong. And the health field, and I mean, honestly, all of them, it's everywhere. You guys have to be seeing this. If you are, comment below how you're seeing it, right? Like if you feel like what you do, your work, if you feel like you're in your element, comment if you've noticed in others how it's like it's not really their environment, and it's something that maybe concerns you for that person. I'm getting, okay? Interesting. Earth signs, we do have bewitched at the bottom. This can be like with the health card here. All right. This can be an obsession to the final goal. All right. Love spell. This could be an obsession to the final goal, but okay. Yeah. This also could be, yikes, gold digger. Okay. Intuition. Man, I literally, listen, y'all, if you're concerned about somebody cheating on you, go watch the last reading I did before this one. It was all about, I mean, I picked up on all sorts of dirty shit going on, okay? So go read that one, because I'm not doing this shit again. We are not repeating this, okay? Now, for some of you, your heart needs more time to heal, okay? This doesn't have to literally be, I don't want to scare you. I'm not a fear monger. Fuck that shit. I just know that it's important to prioritize yourself. I mean, look at the shirt, guys. If you're like this overstimulated, rah, feathers flying out, right? Because you're so fucking stressed. That's not healthy. Go peck their fucking eyes out, you know? Like, you're a fucking crow. Put your health first. Prioritize yourself. And don't let anything steal your peace of mind, okay? Especially not your own hopes and dreams. Sometimes when we really, really, really want something really bad, we become in a way obsessed with it, with thinking about it, with questioning it, with analyzing it more and more. When a lot of times what we need to do is we need to let that energy, that dream, we need to let it travel the universe, if you will. Okay? Fully release the wave. And then just listen. It's like dropping a pebble. I'm seeing somebody out near a pond or a small lake, right? The waters are perfectly still, and you drop this pebble into the water, and the sounds, it's like very still outside. I'm not hearing bugs or birds, all right? It's very still, so it's either winter or some sort of, there's a stillness, okay? But the sounds are amplified, and it's like that it's watching the first ripple and following it all the way to the first contact it makes with anything. Because if there's a little it's like a dock or a pier or whatever, or if there's a rock or maybe a fallen tree that's sticking partially out of the water, you know, it will hit that and it will continue on, but it'll also now go back in multiple different directions. So this is just, it's to show you how the energies work, how what you think and what you feel works. Because internally, those things do create a frequency within us. And the universe is frequency, okay? Oh. All right, Earth signs, some of you might be finding out you're pregnant when you go to the doctor. Like some of you, I'm seeing someone going for like a checkup or something, or maybe you like feel like maybe you have a cold or something and you find out you're pregnant. Oh, Jesus. Again with the love spell, and now with fire sign. Be careful of any fire signs right now, earth signs. Somebody might be coming back that could have gotten somebody pregnant, and I feel like they're trying to run from their responsibilities, and they might play up on y'all's earthy, nurturing nature, you know what I'm saying? And just be really careful. I'm really seeing very, very clearly shields up when dealing with fire signs, earth signs, okay? My readings are always set for the next 7 to 10 days unless we receive specific timing dictating otherwise, okay? So that said, next 7 to 10 days, earth signs, be careful with fire signs, okay? Especially, this is the they'll be back right behind it, okay? And gambling, this is specifically earth signs, exes that you've had that are fire signs, right? Yeah, you guys will be guided with that one. I don't want to do another relationship reading, although I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I feel like honestly we might just have a period of doing a lot of relationship reads on the channel for a little while. And the reason being is that I said a while back that we were going to start to see people everywhere being exposed for who they really are, for what they really are, how they really are, okay? We're literally seeing that play out worldwide right now. And it's also happening in our personal lives, okay? Okay, some of you guys, this is very specific. There might be an earth sign here. You might think you are pregnant. Go get a test because I think you are, okay? And okay, this is very, very specific. If it turns out that you're not, though you thought you were, please understand that that is the universe's way of telling you there's more you need to know first. And be thankful. Say, well, thank you for letting me know that now's not the right time for this. Can you reveal to me the truth as to why? Okay. And then that will be revealed to you. Maybe there's something more with your health. Like maybe you're going to find out that, what is it? There's a difference, like folic acid, the synthetic stuff. It's made from mold, y'all. Why would you ingest that? And they put it in everything. And yeah, no, citric acid. It's citric acid. That's the one. Is folic is the good one? I don't know. Listen, go research it up. But one of those two is made from black mold. It's disgusting. That people shouldn't be eating that. Okay. For some of you, a parasite cleanse could be highly beneficial, okay? This is really weird the way this reading came out. Look at me. Keep your life in balance. Yeah, I'm telling you. Somebody here, this could also be for my earth signs. Now may not be the time to grow the seed within you. Okay, now maybe it is the time to assess your health, your vessel, to get it in optimal shape for a pregnancy. Okay, for growing the seed. And when, yeah, I feel like you're going to be shown this. This is actually cute. So this might be for somebody who's trying to get pregnant. If you're a Taurus, Virgo, or Capricorn. I'm not a medical provider, you guys. This is just psychic advice, right? Spiritual advice. Go see someone. Again, I've already said it. Go see someone. I recommend everyone do that. And then anything that you wouldn't do if you were pregnant, you shouldn't be doing now. Like drinking. That shit's awful. Have you seen what can happen to your baby if you drink all the time, right? Like, granted, I know no weapon formed against you shall prosper. You could have a perfectly healthy child, but it's about it being healthier to yourself, for yourself, so that you can be a healthier parent to that child. goal-oriented person, okay? Keep your life in balance and goal-oriented. Hit your target, hit your mark. Wait till you hit your goals with your health. Yes, protected from negative forces. Yes, don't worry about, I feel like things are going to advance faster for you than what you thought, which I'm being shown that because I'm being shown like, again, my story that I shared with you guys earlier with my health journey. And things really have started moving much faster than they did, you know? I'm not so cruel with my my conversations with myself anymore. And that is the goal, because I know that once I can fully master that, then other things will just easily fall into place. And that's what I'm seeing happening for you. If you look for a healthy balance between the things that you find fun and enjoyable, and then what you think it's going to take for you to achieve your goals, look for a healthy balance between those two, okay? Obstacles to overcome, yeah. I felt it when I pulled the goal-oriented person. I wanted to say Virgo and I didn't. And now we have September, okay? Which is Virgo, is the only earth sign. But this could also be, for some of you, talking about a Libra, because Libra's end of September, or mid to end of September, and then into early October. Some of you could be having a September baby also, okay? And we have spiritual development, enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. If I could make a deal with God and get him to switch our places. Interesting. I'm seeing like going through, you know, with the hills and September here with these trees and it's like thick growth, right? And then the scales being right here. It's like I'm seeing a journey of lots of twists and turns, right? Up and down hills and mountains even sometimes. And also like up and down through all that, through thick forest or just, you know, like harsh environments. The level of balance that you think you have is a level of balance that was formed in that fight, flight, fawn response when it's triggered. Breath work could help you. Again, go see a provider. I'm just a girl with a gift. All right. Some of you could be becoming more aware of your own bodies, understanding how your body moves, what your body needs, what it likes. All right, because that's ultimately what taught me a lot about my own journey, okay? And I've said this before, I think in another video, where, yeah, you know, going to the gym every now and then, it's fun. It's, you know, fun to pick up heavy weights and throw them around, but I'd much rather like go climb a mountain or go dive into the ocean, you know, and actually explore the planet itself, and instead of the gym environment. And that to me would be a more sustainable environment. But again, the world is currently set up to, I say trigger warning, but it is currently set up to oppress all. The 4 horsemen have been unleashed for generations, okay? They want you to think, oh, Revelations is just beginning. Nah, bitch, we've been in this shit. Okay? Earth signs, I feel like you guys are going to be shown the way. Okay? You're going to be shown the way to some sort of understanding of why the answer is no right now. And it's going to bring you into a better emotional, mental, and ultimately physical balance. And for some of you, this is like spiritual healing that's coming in, where spiritually you're going to be touched, and it will be, you'll know, okay? But the way that you're being touched by spirit is going to be through a revelation of how to reach your goals, okay? Yeah, and look, covering on top of the no card, clouds, temporary problems. Oh, and my throat went to lock up there. Life is going to be sweet again, okay? Life is going to be sweet again. You'll get your spark back. You will experience, that pregnancy, for those of you seeking that, because I know not everyone is, right? But the pregnancy card is here. It says someone is expecting, all right? And it could be somebody you know who has a September birthday. It doesn't have to be you. It says someone is expecting, not you are expecting. It says someone, okay? For some of you, finding this out might stress you out, okay? Like if it's a kid, okay? I gotta say it because I'm getting it. I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Children should get to enjoy being kids. Right now we have October out here, so we have September and October. So that's Libra and Scorpio, okay? So some of you guys could be dealing with a Libra or a Scorpio, okay? Yeah, you're gonna be shown what you need to be able to cross the bridge, right, of this chasm. And the bridge is being shown as like whatever your problem, whatever the obstacles, is the bridge. But it's like I'm seeing the bridge magically building itself, and you kind of sit there for a minute like, did that just happen? Did a bridge just appear? And yes it did. And so some of you might even wait there so long until you see someone else come along and use the bridge that you magically had appear in front of you before your eyes, right? The way I'm being shown this is kind of like, that's like the equivalent of what a timeline shift is, which is where in one timeline, or where your energy signature, basically it's just where your energy signal is more contained at, right? For whatever reason, it's gathering there, it's pooling. But I'm seeing it as being shown as that's like the shift. Balance is really important. Balance, anybody trying to work against your goals, you're going to be protected from that, okay? So please don't worry about that. Focus on your goals, make them your priority. Balance, it's like work, play. Keep the sweetness in life. That's going to be important to, I'm almost seeing as like a purifier of your, of the energies coming in, to make sure they're more aligned with your intentions, so that it's not throwing you off and creating more delays or becoming a hindrance to you, right? don't rush your own health, your own healing. That's just, it's adding pressure to the psyche, and there feels like there's a need for, I feel like you need soul food, if I'm being really honest. Earth signs, you guys need soul food. Go out, be amongst people, make new connections, all right? Do the things that make you feel good. Give yourself a treat. Earth signs love treating themselves. Earth signs, absolutely, that's an earth sign thing. And it's because earth signs can absolutely appreciate the realm of the physical, being as the more dominantly and naturally grounded signs in the material. It also means that the material comes more easily to you guys, and you might be fighting with a mindset, or yeah, it's just a mindset of some sort of, it's lack. There's lack. Yeah, like how mine was. It was tied to thinking that it was something wrong with me, that I wasn't doing enough, that I wasn't sacrificing enough. But that's not true. We know this to not be true. How do we know this to not be true? Because there are too many people who are on camera, out there in the world for everyone to see, who are living cozy, comfortable lives, doing something that they love, getting to play all day, right? And having everything they need and then some provided for them. So if we see that it's possible for one, it's possible for all. So the whole spiel about, you got to sacrifice, you got to suffer, that's bullshit. That's bullshit. And if you're an earth sign and you're still buying into that, then that's what you need to work on, because I think that that's going to ripple out and have an effect on your overall health. And that might be exactly what's needed right now. That might be why it's not time for whatever it's not time for you guys. And for some of you, yes, that is a baby. But with the expecting thing, it can also be like the starting of a business. It's your baby, like people say, oh, that's my baby. It can be something like that, okay? But you'll know. If it's heavy, it ain't ready, right? And anywhere that you do feel heaviness, try to see where that heaviness has come from. And if there's something you can't seem to define for yourself, that's where, you go seek help. That's where you go talk to somebody. It's loving yourself enough to keep your energy in balance. But if you watch the heart rate monitor, right, when someone's heartbeat goes from the like in between to the tick, it has a different pattern, right? It looks different, and it's gonna be a pattern unique to you, that is going to let you build a life that to the you right now seems like sunshine and rainbows, but also an impossible dream, okay? Earth signs, it's not time right now. It doesn't mean it's not ever going to be time. October could be significant because it is out here, okay? So maybe, you know what? Maybe when you're watching this, it is September, October time. I don't know. And that's just like your confirmation that no, it's not time right now. Whatever it is for you, these months will be significant for reasons. Does that make sense? Anything else? There's some sort of learning, okay? There's some sort of learning. Some of you could be hearing somebody talk trash about you that you thought you had a better connection with, okay? And that's going to be what's going to show you and make you be okay with the fact that now's not time for whatever. I'm going to go ahead and stop this one here because the energy's getting muddled and there's pushback, okay? And I'm not going to push past that anymore because that shit's exhausting. So Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, now is not the time. Something is not ready, whatever it is for each of you, okay? Because we did get multiple things. Just know that right now is a time for you to focus on your spiritual development. A lot of you have been running from your own work, your own inner work. And that means from some of you need to actually question yourself, question your motives, question your decisions, your actions, okay? If you haven't, please do. And if you have, and you find that it seems to be the pattern that you're always questioning yourself, then guess what? There's your rabbit hole. Why are you doing that to yourself, right? Again, there's something about leaving out of that fight or flight response. I can't say for the life of me, I can't get the term. And I know that I know this because I've said it like a bajillion times, but it's poof right now. Okay. Yeah, it's being emphasized again. Especially when it comes to people from your past, events from your past, emotions from your past. You are going to be protected from those energies. They are not going to be able to siphon from you. You will be able to tap into them as much as you want to feel whatever you need to feel. But those energies are not going to be allowed to reattach, if you will, because these feel like cords that have been cut. This is like, it's stuff you've moved on from, you know, and now I'm seeing, yeah, like Frodo in Lord of the Rings when he got stabbed with the Morgul blade, it would be a wound for life. It would never fully heal, right? Because it's something that literally should have ended him, especially being a little hobbit. So this is, I hate using the term chosen because it's so overused and everybody wants to claim it because narcissists are everywhere and they're getting exposed, and it's like, it's really causing, this is probably why it's no. All right, Earth signs, you guys might be learning stuff about people around you right now that's really going to change. It's really going to change your trajectory is what it's showing. It's like you're the steady, or there's a need for you to remain steady within yourself, steady within what you want, and allow yourself to learn more about why you want that. Ouch, it's still sore here. I really feel like with the gua sha thing that I hurt myself somehow. I don't know. I wasn't even pressing hard with the damn thing. Anyways. Yeah, the health thing's feeling really important because that can be any of a million different things. Yeah. Long-term health, okay? And it may be some, for some of you, it'll be something that will require you to have lifestyle changes, like permanent, for your health. And for others of you, it could also require a change in career. You're being asked to honor your health and yourself above all at this time, Earth signs, okay? If something's not healthy for you, it's not healthy for you. Why would you keep doing it? Why would you continue to work in a toxic environment, right? I know sometimes we have to, right? I know sometimes we can't. But if we stop believing that it's possible somehow, if we just have faith and we surrender that and we're like, oh, that shit's not real. Oh, this is the real world. You got to bust your ass. You've got to this, you've got to that. You've literally just said, all right, pain matrix, here I am. Do with me what you will. I'm game for any of it, right? Rebuke, rebuke, rebuke. Hell no. When you do things like that, catch yourself and say, oh, I know you're so triggered by that. I know you're so wounded by this. But we're going to focus on change being possible just because, even if we can't see it. You guys know, if you're not new, and if you're new, well, now you know. I will always try to find the silver lining in everything, okay? And it's because there's always a silver lining. There's always positive, because if there's a negative, there's a positive. If there's a positive, there's a negative. And there are in-betweens. I really feel like the obstacles that you guys have to overcome are signs it has something to do with your stability, maybe your finances, okay? Root chakra for sure. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Some of you guys, you are fated to have to dig deep to find your peace. All right? I don't know why, but that just came through. Some of you guys are fated to have to dig deep to find your peace. And that very much falls in line with the spiritual development, all right? Enlightenment, awareness, and understanding. There are some things you need to learn because there are things that you can't know until you know them. And a lot of people on this planet, even some of the most spiritual, have heavily neglected their spirituality. They don't really sit there and talk to God, y'all. They claim to, but they don't. It's like a lot of them are on autopilot. And I hope you guys aren't one of them. And if you are, I pray that you get pulled out of that, so that you can have that balance that you need to not only maintain your spiritual protection, because I feel like it's divinely being held over you at this time, okay? Because you do deserve whatever these goals are that you have. I don't know about all of them, but I do know that there's at least one of them there, with there being one arrow on the bullseye here. There's at least one of the goals that you've set for yourself that you are meant to achieve. And for a lot of you, my hand was laying on top of this one. It can very much be dealing with your health, all right? Maybe you're an athlete and you want to up your game, and you've got to be better if you want to break this record or that record, or just because you want to, right? Then let that be your focus. But anything else that comes up, even if it's completely unrelated, give it its time. Just like, and with the past, give your past its time. Acknowledge your past for what it is, for what it's shown you, all right? And then release that and allow the growth to happen. Because this could also very much be your own potential that has that, yeah, and I'm seeing the energy pulling again, pull like a pool, a puddle, uh, coming together and ready to burst forth again and send out another wave. All right. And I tell you guys this all the time. Each wave you send out becomes more and more potent. Why do you think so many people have, like, quote unquote midlife crises, right? Or like they um, will randomly, you know, as they say, get a wild hair up their ass and completely transform? Well, it's because your energy is constantly trying to come back to you. And it's constantly coming back to you in ways that are going to amplify its signature so that you receive your truth. I think right now is a time of receiving your truth and learning lessons, earth signs. Sitting with things, seeing how the scales move on their own without you trying to adjust them. For some of you, the obstacle may be not getting involved, letting things play out. That might be the biggest challenge for you. I'm just going to say some of you could be a control freak, and that could be causing you too much stress, okay? And I'm not saying it's like a bad thing. You know, control freaks, they're usually just very organized, very strategic. They've got a game plan, you know, and but it can affect your health. So please be aware of that. And I always say, go see a professional. All right, guys. So health, earth signs, health is front and center right now for you guys. And let me tell you, it can either be exactly what you thought it would be, and it'll just be more confirmation, or it can happen to you like it did for me, where I went in the direction of what I thought it was, but I was shown, oh, it's actually this. Actually, I don't need to feel bad about this anymore. I'm just going to do what I can in the ways that I can when I can. And that's going to be enough for me. And I'm going to be at peace with that. And as more is made available to me, then I will embrace the new, give gratitude for it, and continue that cycle, because we want cycles that lead us and maintain us in the pleasure matrix, not the pain matrix. And we definitely don't want to be in limbo in between the two, where, you know, anything can be anything because everything is just illusion. No. We want the clarity, and we get the clarity by receiving truth. So please be prepared to receive truth, earth signs. You have a guardian angel on the other side looking out for you. Ladybugs could be significant, okay? They're going to be the ones specifically you're going to know. I feel this person's already made their presence known to you in some way. Maybe you've been thinking about them a lot lately or something, or having things that make you think about them happen or appear around you. And ladybugs could be, maybe they liked ladybugs a lot, okay? But you'll know these things, okay? Keep your focus on your health. It needs to be, it really feels like it needs to be the most important thing right now, earth signs, okay? And get ready to feel better, because all you got to do is try. That's it. That's all that is asked of us, is that we try in our heart of hearts with the purest of intent, that we actually try. Okay? That's all you have to do. So if you guys do that, you will receive the help. If not, well, then we know what happens. You just repeat cycles, and you'll repeat them, and they'll shift and change and become more obvious and aggressive until you learn them, right? Or, you know, pass on to the next part of your journey, and maybe have to come back and replay some later, okay? All right, that's it, guys. That's all I have for this reading. If it resonated, you can give me a thumbs up. You don't have to. It does help circulate the video, and it does help me tap more into your guys' energies, right? Commenting will also help me connect better to your energies, so you can do that as well. You can follow me on my Instagram. All my information is linked below. That said, I hope you guys have a beautiful day, okay? I really, the dissatisfaction, it feels very heavy, earth signs. But there's new commitments that are coming in for you that are going to make you happy, and they're going to show you why this wasn't the right time. And then when you know, you'll know, and you'll be able to fully let go of some of the stuff that's currently stressing you. And I feel that heavily for you earth signs. It's a lot about releasing things that are stressing you right now. Okay. All right. I love you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.